Okay.
We should be.
Hello, chat.
We should be good to start whenever you can. Just count me down.
All right. I guess we'll go on go then. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh. So hello everyone. How are you guys doing in this morning or afternoon? Maybe evening if you're on the other side of the world. So this is Chantelise, A Tale of Two Sisters. This game was developed by Craig Felgale with the more popular game, Reciteer. The story goes is that our fairy friend has been cursed. So we're here to find the witch that caused it and cure her of this spell. Right now we're just going through the tutorial. Who is my favorite idol? I'm not entirely sure about that. Oh, there are just so many. It's hard to pick just one idol. Now, this game gets a lot of hate from people just because of how difficult it is, and I don't blame them. Everything is explained in the tutorial, but it's just not that, what's the word? Open-minded, I guess? So you guys may be wondering right now why I'm killing all of these defenseless green slimes. Unfortunately, we are required to defeat every enemy on the map in order to progress through the game. What's my favorite idol unit? I guess the classic Idol Masters. So we've got this weird gem combination in the bottom left-hand corner. How do I explain this? So, magic is consumed in reverse order. So your first gem is the last gem you pick up is actually the first gem you use, and we can only pick up. We can only store a total of 6 gems, and it's really no way to rearrange this unless we drop it on the floor. So we've got to hold the magic button down for about 10 seconds. And the gems just drop straight on the floor. Not all of them though, just the ones that we have stored up. You kind of see how the gem works by knowing the first gem above that So the first gem that is used is going to be above the fairy's head. And that's what we call the main gem. While any gem that's on the floor is called the support gem. There's a lot that goes into this game, but it doesn't quite show. Please do that. Alright, so we're just going to toss these gems because we don't need them. There were a lot of green gems on the floor anyways. So the gem combinations. We've got 4 colors. Red, green, as you see in the bottom left corner. There's also blue and yellow. They would be fire is red, water is blue, earth is yellow, and wind is green. That's a pretty good example of how to use magic. Chad is asking, how is couch? These are really bad gem drops. Wow, it just moved out of the magic. This game is pretty comfy to watch. Playing it on is not so comfy. 9 damage. All right. We've got a very small health bar on the upper right-hand corner of our screen with the equipment that we can wear. We'll mostly be focusing on wearing gloves as it increases our physical attack and our primary source of damage. Magic is nice to have. Having an elemental advantage is a great thing, but that's inconsistent. Oh, let's just wait for the cycle because that could be disastrous with 14 health. Ooh, taking a lot of damage right now. Please pick up the gems, thank you. Now, we are going to defeat the last enemy and run into this yellow barrier. That is a small barrier cutscene skip. The barrier usually takes about a second, so 1 to 2 seconds to despawn. And that's just a waste of time. So we're just gonna run into it and head straight into the loading zone on the first available frame. This game is very interesting with a 3D environment and 2D sprites, and that's one of the main reasons why people get nauseous, because it's really difficult to figure out how depth works in this, and quite frankly, it doesn't. You'll notice that I'm rotating the camera a lot to make sure that, oh, 3 health, okay, 1 moment, I don't want to die. I have to restart this whole place, and we don't want to do that. So about the 3D, 2D perspective here. Gems, please. The most of the environment stuff, like torches and barrels, trees, they're in 3D. Grass is in 2D, but just oddly shaped. We're heading to the first boss right now of the Terran Ruins. So, in the Terran Ruins, this whole environment is Earth-based, and Earth and Wind are opposing elements. And we're gonna abuse that right now. A lot of people struggle with the bosses in these games. It's kind of ironic, because the speedrun actually has a harder time dealing with a lot of the smaller enemies in this game. Alright. We've got 40 health, that's not ideal. 50 is something I would like to have going into the next dungeon. So yes, this is Elma, who summoned a golem on us, and now we're cooperating with her. A whole lot of story is going to get missed. And I hope chat can keep up. Right. This is the first area of the Ignan Ruins. Ignan being fired, so we're gonna go and have fun getting some water. When I mean we and water, I mean we're just not gonna get it until the end of the game. Sorry, the end of the dungeon. As much as having an elemental advantage helps, we're really early in the game right now, and a lot of enemies have a very small health pool. Just tearing up these worms. It's better not to understand what's going on right now. We're here to go look for a witch that cursed this fairy and turned the fairy into a demon. That's the whole story wrapped up in a nutshell. And how do we do this? By beating up monsters. Yep. Chat's asking, when will the VODs be online?
When we get to it.
When they get to it. You're just gonna have to be patient, chat. Just fell off those vines, no big deal. Alright, so that little cutscene with this chest here, yeah, that's a hidden treasure. No big deal. There's some requirements involving hidden treasures. Most of them we're gonna skip. Music is loud. Sure, we'll just drop it. Now, I just mentioned that we need to kill all of our enemies. Don't worry about that. We're gonna ignore them for now. Oh yeah, hidden chest there, sort of. We're just gonna go get the hidden treasure first. Gonna line ourselves up. We hate this run, so we're gonna jump off the edge. Find this barrel that's on this cliff for some reason, and well, we're just gonna get a tough gloves for more damage. Oh, we kinda want as much money as possible. We're gonna try to dash as often as possible, and dashing is the attack and jump button within something like 4 frames of each other. Which is pretty easy to do, actually. Maybe it's like 10 frames? It's quite lenient. 33 health is actually a very high amount of health right now. There we go. Good use of magic. Even though those were earth elements, we used some water and got rid of them quickly. Alright, now we get into the actual fire in the Ancient Dungeon, where these slimes are coming out of a volcano. Lava, everything's red. These mushrooms here are also fire elements. These bees are not fire. There's, for whatever reason, they're here. I guess they're just here to be very annoying. There's a bomb here. We're just gonna let this guy fall through the hole as these guys clump together. Their chat is asking why the audio for my mic is quiet. I guess it's comfy. This goes comfy. This is a comfy stream. Oh, well, alright. Let's just take 3 damage. Making sure I don't take damage from those bombs. Alright, we really don't want to take damage from those eye bats. They deal double digits, and we're at 15 health, so that can go real bad. In the event of a death, don't worry, we're just gonna have to spend extra time running back to where we left off. Okay.
You lose all your gems when you die?
You do lose all your gems when you die. You do get to keep the items. You get to keep all the items and the money you picked up, but all the gems are lost. And that's half the reason why you don't want to die. The other half is running back. Because some areas you can spend up to 2 minutes trying to just walk or run back. Because it's just a very long stage. Little bits like gold statues, golden pedestals, anything that looks very golden, those are treasures. You just sell them for money. It's nice to have as much money as possible early so we can get more health. Most of the currency we're going to be spending on health. Okay. Just making sure these group up nicely. Nice health. Okay, let's line this up nicely, and yeah, that wasn't much of a surprise. Thanks for the good luck. Oh, I do want to bring a couple of green gems. The next stream is pretty starved of gems at the start. Right, we're introduced to these guys. They're knights. I like to think of them as really bad players. As you see, they have no idea how to deal with these attacks. All knights are immune to magic and all sources of damage from the front. Oh, we are also introduced to wraiths. They throw magic and they fly to space every time you hit them. They're really annoying. You just have to wait until they're opaque. Okay, so toast is on the floor. That's nice of them. Right there, actually, with those skeletons, we're just gonna have fun beating on them, as the requirement to defeat skeletons is to do an elemented attack. It doesn't matter what element they're in, these skeletons are earth, but we don't care. We're just here to pick up gems. And, oh, there we go. We're going for the hidden treasure, and this hidden treasure requires you to run a full lap on the second floor without stopping. And that's a very vague requirement. As much as it's easy just to say, oh yeah, just run a full lap without stopping. If you let go of the forward button or your forward key at any time, it voids your requirement for whatever reason. Even if you are moving in any direction, it just says no. 20 health. Scrap that. Okay. Alright. There's this wraith here. Just gonna get rid of him. We want 6 blue gems, and we're gonna hope one of these skeletons drop them soon. There he is. Oh, and fortunately, we get to have some skeleton bread. Right, I hope everyone can read chat, or read this text box that's happening, because I can't. So if I can't, well, I don't know what's going on in this story. Some giant volcanic crab here is being aggressive towards us. The requirement for this boss is to do a 3-hit combo, knock it into one of these pits so it gets flipped over. Its weak point is exposed, its underside, and you just beat on it. This boss is fire, so using water-based attacks, it gives it an elemental bonus. Alright. So Elma here is going to help us solve all of our problems. Elise is sick. She kind of passed out during the Igning Ruins, and well, here we go again. Alright, please don't sell the boots. I really need those. 1, 2, 3. Whew. So, oh geez, that's a lot of health. And our hair color changed. Don't worry about it. We're still the same character. This is the Auckland Ruins. We finally get to suffer through the worst part of the run. These fish deal enormous amounts of damage. They come in large numbers and attack very fast. Also, paralysis. It's not fun. Unfortunately for us, we have the ability. We unlocked the ability to use a third magic slot. Oh yeah, Far Cry 3. What? Oh boy, yeah, Far Cry 3. Let's not talk about that. These fish are just destroying me right now. Holy cow. Just looking for green gems, don't worry. And trying not to get hit, as healing, or yeah, there's no reliable source of healing in this game. There is the option to use 3 blue gems to heal for 50 health, but we're not relying on any sort of magic drops. Alright, let's see Tornado in action. Tornado is the most broken skill in this game, as it sucks enemies towards the center, making it easy. It makes easy crowd control. And it hits often, so it stun locks them. We're just going to cut select grass here to drop some green gems. Oh, please. Ooh, alright. That right there, that moment of, was it like 5, 6-ish frames? Oh, that's kind of bad. Okay, let's just deal with it quick. You can crit in this game. It's something like a 1 in 10 chance. No one's really tested it. I've asked the developers what the odds were. They never got back to me. I'm just gonna say it's 1 in 10. So there's about a 10% chance of critting, and we actually don't want to do crits. It's great that it deals double damage, triple damage sometimes. It's weird damage, it's inconsistent. But we don't want crits. Why? Even though it kills enemies faster, we want to increase the number of hits so that gems drop. And it freezes the game sometimes. Alright. Did not mean to adjust camera. We'll fix that quickly. Problem solved. The hidden treasure requirement here is to walk on the bridge railing without falling off. But we've got winged boots, so it's an easy way of dealing with it. And welcome to the friendliest and potentially dangerous spiral corridor. We're going to ignore every enemy on our way up. Some people may have noticed by now that the screen shakes a little bit every time an enemy explodes. Yeah, it's a pretty good indicator. It also eats inputs, so 1, 2, 3. Quickly switch the wing boots out for fire crystal, and now we've got fire versus water, and we're dealing double damage. So there's about 100 and 120 damage per overhead attack. Let's try not to slide into magic. We are not getting any sort of magic resistant items. So any sort of magic attack I will avoid at all costs. Oh, right. I forgot to mention, we went up a spiral corridor into some sort of fish tank. We're still underwater, by the way. We went into this chapel, which is also submerged for whatever reason. So if anyone in chat can figure out some sort of theory behind this, I would greatly appreciate it. Oops. 1 too far. Nah, we don't need that egg toast. I'm probably going to regret this decision. Here's the boss of the Aquan Ruins, the electro jellyfish. Nope. We gotta hit these 2 tentacles here and blast magic into it. Now we can equip 4 items. And we found this rare, non-existent blue rose in order to cure Elise of her fever. Some ghost woman. We don't know who she is either. Alright, sell that, light glove, oops. And we have 300. Okay. So we go to Elma's shop, fortune-telling store of some sort. Not really sure what it is. But she's not there. She left a note for us to go to the Zephyrin ruins. So this is a pretty good example of why we want to get as many hits in as possible. More hits means more opportunities to drop magic. That should be enough. Took a bit of damage, no worries, we've got healing. Right, so we want green, green. Should have been green here. I am blind. If anyone can figure out the reference that's in this room right now, you get bonus points. It's kind of hard to see, but it involves a giant bug in the middle of the room. That is a prime example of why we don't like fish. Its attack box just lingers forever. Alright, I guess we're picking these up again. Let's get these in the right order. There we go. What time is it here? It is 8:22 a.m. In other words, too early.
That's true. We're right before bed.
Please unlock. Alright. There we go. The camera in this game is atrocious, so instead of using the lock on, we're gonna just manually control our camera. Look, this knight is back. Still hasn't learned his lesson. Oops, we kind of want that. 52 health, that's a little on the low side, but that's fine. I'm not really sure what this sleep concept is everyone's talking about right now. Just, you just kind of are there. Stuff happens. You don't know how stuff happens. It just does. Alright. This is one of the worst parts of the game. We get to sit around, farm gems until we get the ones we want. Kinda looking for another, some more damaging gems so I can kill these skeletons. Alright, that's enough. Also, no scope. Nice body block. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Grab the yellow, grab these. Alright. Super armor allows us to tank a hit without flinching. It's really convenient. It also increases all of our defensive stats. If we pair it up... Oh, if we add a stream end, should I pause the game? Oh my gosh, game, please. Stream's down. Apparently, welcome back.
We're live. Can confirm. Been live for 48 hours, I think that is.
Twitch probably had a hiccup.
Maybe, I think we just hit the 48-hour mark. I think it broke the bot into another 24-hour block. But I think the max size for Twitch bot is 24 hours, right?
Not entirely sure. I've never streamed for 24 hours.
Yeah, we don't have to.
Oh, these are really bad gems. I'm a little worried about not being able to kill a certain enemy in this room. If he lives, it makes a section a little bit more difficult. Oh good, he's dead. Lots of green gems in a green dungeon. That's generally a bad thing, but we're gonna take advantage of this. Nice. 1, 2, 3. Tornado. Spawn these enemies. They're flinching. They're being sucked into this tornado. I think they're going to take advantage of that. Right. So what gems did they drop? Not a lot. So we don't really have much to work with. We do have super armor. Ah, too slow. Nice. 2 cycle. That skeleton, they likes to troll a lot of us. It is displayed as a red dot on the minimap, but we don't pay attention to that. What's my opinion on Crepe Falguera? I think they're alright. They are a translation company and a publisher, so can't really say much about them. I do hope they translate Easy Game Station, the developers of this game and Reciteer, and not the developers of Fortune Summoners, as many people think that the triple pack on Steam is made by the same people. They're not. I do hope that Great Falgara translate Easy Game Station's next game. You guys can figure that out for yourselves. Because I can't pronounce it. Starts with a T. And I'm not sure if they're still working on that project. I haven't heard from them for a while, like probably a couple of years. But surprisingly, that's normal. Okay. 2, 3. We're gonna need 8 hits. 6, 7, 8. Spells are still active on the field. We have a lot of really bad magic. Okay, just gonna grab super armor for safety. And anything that deals damage. There are a lot of red dots on the minimap to deal with. And these rates are not... They did not move in a favorable position. There we go. I'm not really sure what the developers were thinking when they designed this map. It's supposed to be some sort of twisted maze and you're supposed to get lost, but we have a map. I don't really think the map was intended. Oh, that was 30 damage. Did somebody schedule 2 Chantelise? Oh, great. This is unfortunate because... Alrighty, one moment. We actually need an extra gem. This will do. And we're just gonna pop a shield, maybe 2. If there was a Reciteer 2, it would generate so much capitalism that all markets would just crash. It would not be able to handle it. Alright, yeah, that was the Wyvern. Wait for the screen to go black. We're gonna save, return to title, continue, go to Seal Palace. Probably unequip all this stuff. Alright, so save and quitting skips a cutscene that's like 23 seconds long. And that's with us holding the magic button down to skip text. It's like 2 or 3 cutscenes back to back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the tornado again. This tornado is broken. I'm gonna farm gems off these jellyfish because they're nice. One of you are still alive. We'll solve that problem quickly. How are you? Alrighty. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold that for a bit. Yellow and red. Just reorganizing gems. We're gonna have to wait here for these bombs on the mini-map to explode. There we go. Hey look, it's a gold knight. They still don't seem to understand how shields work. Oh, that's unfortunate. He's still alive. That Wraith may cause problems on the lower level. Hopefully, he kills himself if I kill these things fast enough and move forward. 2, 3, drop magic, shoot, 3. Let's grab this while we're at it, because it's there. And take 14 damage because we're bad at the video game. Oh, hey look, roast chicken. One of those enemies were made of chicken. Did this knight learn his lesson? No, he didn't. Also got destroyed. So we've got hedgehogs or porcupines. I'm not really sure what they are. We're just gonna say they're golden hedgehogs. We're just gonna farm some gems off of them. Right. Not ideal gems, but this should be okay. They also hit really hard, but have very long, a very long window before they attack. Aww. Alright, I guess we're waiting for this guy. Fire shell shroom. Use water. Don't dash down in those gaps. I've done that many times before trying to cut corners. Oop, oh. Try to avoid hitting knights on their shields. It resets their animation. A lot of Yayoins in chat right now. One, 2, 3. Actually, there we go. Much better. Some gem rearrangement, and we're just going to go through this wall. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, that. We don't need these. We don't need these speed boots. There's no need to go fast. With super armor, along with 2 red gems, we get super strong armor, which increases our physical damage and allows us to tank. All right. We don't need those crystals anymore. We don't need the shield. Just kind of looking for red gems. There aren't any. So, alright, that's unfortunate. We're just gonna leave. Oh, maybe not. Oh, dang. Well, this door is open now. So let's just go through it. On second thought, we're gonna change our minds. So the door was closed at first, and there's like a 7-second dialogue sequence. We're just gonna skip that by reloading the zone. And the requirement to get the hidden treasure is to approach the door when it's open and then head back. And even after the cutscene, you actually have to reload that room in order to activate the trigger. It's really weird. Now we get to fight the true evil ourselves. And wait for the right gem drops. This is really... Alright, you can have that. I don't want them to pick up any yellow gems, because that increases their defense. Both physical and magical, because these are apparently really powerful copies of ourselves. As I wait for a yellow gem to spawn. 3, 4. Okay. Quick menuing here. Sloppy menuing, I mean. Trying to body block this silhouette and stop them from casting. That did not work out too well. There we go. We're at really low health. And I hope you all enjoyed the beeping. This may last longer than intended. I also need to get rid of this yellow gem. Just toss that out with a combination. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we're gonna just play Toho for a little bit. I don't want to deal with low health on the next room. 1, 2. Set up for another super armor, because they're just gems lying all over the floor. They're here. They spawned for whatever reason. Okay. So... jeez. Wasn't close enough to the gem to pick it up, so instead the horizontal swing defeated the silhouette that was at 1 health. These silhouettes do share a health bar, so dealing damage to one does damage to both. And you can have them both get hit by the same attack, but that's fine. 1, 2, 3. That prevents this attack from hitting. Just beat in the arm here. It's a minor inconvenience. Some hopscotch, you know. 2, 4. This second arm can't do anything without the first. That's really bad. 2, 3, 4. There we go. I'm a little worried about not having enough time to defeat this without my buff wearing out. We've only got 30 seconds to do this. Alright, we did it. Menu out the Earth Crystal, switch it for the shield, and now we actually get to play Toho. I hope you all enjoy a 2-minute video game change. We're really bad, apparently. We can't even shoot back. Alright, time to change our loadout. We're gonna try to get crits by doing a jump attack. Now, I did mention earlier that we didn't want crits, but we're limited on the number of projectiles that we can throw at this boss, so dealing as much damage as possible per hit is ideal. I can't tell if chat is dead or like I've lost connection. For a year for goes lol.
Yeah, that's what I see.
Alright. I'm just kind of concentrating right now because I don't want to take any damage. Alright, 208. Oops. Did not check the health bar. Health bars do exist on every enemy. They just did a... It's poorly designed. It's a white health bar with a... It's a white outlined box with a blue bar. It's really hard to see because it's thin, but yeah, there we go. Should probably get ready on time. It's about like 4-ish seconds whenever we get through all this. I can't do, I'm bad at this, just whenever Finn appears on screen. It may take about 20 seconds. Yes, this is a crazy long sequence. It's about 2 minutes. At most, it'll be about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. All right, ready? And time.
56:17.
That's actually pretty good. I didn't save, so I'm an idiot. I would have liked to see the in-game time. Yeah.
Alas, it will never be known.
We'll never know what our in-game time is.
Okay.
That's probably really close to about, should be about 55:40. All right, that was Chantelise.